everyone, my name is Valerie and I'm from Superlife Co. So my company, we create a series of products that are actually sustainable and we help consumers to lose weight and not gain it back. So let me go through a little bit of my background and how I started the company. So about 4 years ago, so that's myself in a picture. So I actually run a training company, a finance training company. And I worked about 16 hours a day. So with that number of hours, I actually suffer from constant burnt out. So I think at the 7th or 8th year, I actually had a really bad burnt out such that my friends and my family members actually urged me to go overseas for a break. And that's what I did. I went to the States. I recovered from superfoods. So one of the main things that I actually ate a lot was quinoa. And it's from this place called Protein Bar. And I remember the first time I ate it was like, wow, what's this? It's really tasty. So I googled quinoa and I was like, wow, it's really tasty and it's so nutritious. It's even more nutritious than brown rice. And when I came back to Singapore, I couldn't really find quinoa anywhere in Singapore. And even when I finally found it, it tasted weird. It was very bitter. So I started asking around and my friends say, oh, if you want nice quinoa like those from the States, they are generally from Peru. And I got some friends who bring it back for me. And then a lot of my friends noticed a change in me. I'm no longer like sickly. I used to look really pale and I always fall sick. And they asked me, what do you do and what do you eat? I was like, oh, I started eating on superfood and one of the main staple is actually quinoa. So I stopped eating rice. I only eat quinoa. So a lot of my friends are like, oh, you're so extreme. So then I cooked for them and they go like, whoa, this is tasty. And then they came to my house all the time like, Val, can you cook me quinoa? So after a while, I'm like, oh my God, this is way too much. So I put it into meal preps for them. So with ingredients and everything inside. And I told them, hey, take this bag, add into your rice cooker, just add 1.5 cups of water, press cook. If you don't know how to cook, then you're an idiot. And so everyone laughed, they took it back, and friends of friends of friends wanted it, and that's how it became a business. So because I'm a really busy person, and most importantly, I'm extremely lazy, so throughout in my mind, I was just like, oh, I need to make something really instant. So, and I was very stubborn, very, very stubborn. I'm like, I cannot have any MSG, no additives, no flavorings, no chemicals and stuff. So it took me about a year plus before I found a technique which only removes water and oxygen, and so that there's naturally no preservatives and there's no additives and chemicals inside, and yet it's tasty. And that's how instant quinoa was born. So basically, after that, I also realized that when I started eating them, I became more and more lean. And my friend was just like, oh yeah, you're shrinking. And I was like, yeah. And then I looked into my diet and I googled them and realized, oh, okay, because I eat a lot of cacao, I eat a lot of quinoa, they actually boost my metabolism rate naturally. And a lot of my friends who started eating them actually lost weight too. And what's more amazing is that they lose weight and they didn't gain it back. And that's how the whole tagline of we help you lose weight and not gain it back became the motto of the business. Right, so our vision of the company, we envision ourselves, right, to be the most sustainable solution for two things. One is weight loss, which we are at now, and eventually we intend to go into clear skin. So let me explain what's sustainability. So we have three definitions to our sustainability. The first definition is sustainable in terms of result, right? Like when you lose weight, you should not gain it back. When you have clear skin, you should not have bad skin again. So that is what meant by sustainability. The second sustainability is in terms of health. It should be good to your body such that you can do it for a long time. So if imagine it's processed food, for example, you can't eat it for a long time, it's not good for your health, then it's no longer sustainable. And the last sustainability, and the most important one, is it has to be affordable. If it's not affordable, it will never be sustainable. So this is what we envision ourselves to be moving forward. And our mission, of course, is to instill confidence in people. Of course, most of our clients are women, but men, there's a lot of guys who are jumping on board as well, so that they become confident, they become happy, and most importantly, healthy. Right, so so we pride ourselves to be an innovative company. We come out with a lot of innovative products. So people will stop by and ask, well, what's this? You just add hot water and you can eat quinoa, you no longer need to cook it and stuff like that. So we also come up with a range of other products like freeze-dried fruits. We also have our line of beauty products coming up as well. So that's our future plan moving forward. We aim to solve the problem of unsustainability and also unnatural solution. It doesn't need to be just weight loss. Actually, in general, anything. But we are focusing on weight loss at this point. Right. So we have a few channels. So generally, we do B2C and B2B. B2C is through our website. So we have an e-commerce site which is at superlife.co. And we also have a diet routine where people just need to look at 1 week, 4 weeks, or 12 weeks if you're lazy to think. So we bundle it up for you. So that's at hffp.superlife.co. So you can check us out on the website too. So let's go a little bit on the routine. HFFP. So what does that stand for? High in fiber, fat, and protein. So a lot of people are into diets such as even keto, paleo, vegan. So according to nutrition and dietitians, a lot of them actually told me that like keto is actually not very sustainable unless you are very, very sure what kind of fiber, what kind of everything you're putting in your body. So they always recommend 50% carbohydrates, and the carbohydrates are usually complex carbohydrates, so this is a little bit technical, which means you actually break down the sugar slowly, and they're high in fiber as well. So quinoa is a complex carbohydrate, for instance. It has to be high in good fats as well. So fats actually lower your GI, your glycemic index. And then also protein. So protein helps you to increase your metabolism rate and activate your inactive metabolic cells. So this is something that people come to us and ask me, so how does protein help me? So one of the main things is that as we age, right, about 3 to 5% of our metabolic cells becomes inactive. So the key thing to sustainable lean body is the fact that you always increase your metabolism rate. Imagine going back to the time when you are like 16 or 18, you know, you eat a lot and you're still like burning off the fats. But I have a lot of clients who come to me and say, hey, well, you know what, I breathe air, I put on weight. I'm like, okay, that means your metabolism rate is low. So we actually help them to measure their metabolic age, and we get them to go on a HFFP diet routine. Within 1 month, you can actually see your age going down. So most of our clients goes down about 2 years after eating our diet for like 1 month. Right, so my metabolic age today, it's how many years? More than 10 years younger than my age itself, than my actual age. So I told people, oh, that's because consistently I've been eating this diet for like 4 years. But a lot of clients within months of on this diet, their metabolic age goes down. And so you can metabolic out a lot faster, can burn calories a lot faster as well. Right, so this is actually a very simple routine. It only contains morning, take cacao powder, lunchtime, take quinoa. That's it. Very, very simple. And we have this headline, life is too short to eat bad food or bland food. So our quinoa, as you can see from this picture, is actually a tom yum soup with quinoa, and it has received very good comment in terms of taste, because I strongly believe that if you want to eat something good, it has to be, again, sustainable, right? Which means it cannot be not tasty. So if it's not tasty, no one will eat it for a long time. Right, so I've already briefly explained that how it actually helps to burn fats. So cacao actually helps to burn your belly fats, and it's very high in fiber, so it helps in digestions and also helps in gut health. And quinoa itself also helps to, protein itself also helps to reduce hunger hormones. Particularly in quinoa, it comes in complete protein. So sorry, there's a lot of technical stuff here, but complete protein means it contains all 9 essential amino acids. So, which is not possible to be produced by our body. So it's important that you get enough complete protein, especially for vegetarian and vegan, because complete protein generally comes from meat and egg. Right, so these are some of the products that we have. So instant quinoa, we have the tom yum, spinach tofu, and shiitake mushroom. Meal preps, you actually just need to throw into a rice cooker, cook it within 15 minutes. We have mushroom, spicy curry, and Japanese seaweed. The new flavor that's coming up for our instant quinoa is actually salted egg yolk. Instead of soup, it's going to be dry, so you just need to put half the water, and then it will dry up, and then you can eat it. Right, so some of the success stories. So we do have quite a fair bit of success stories with our customers. One of them actually lost 20 kg right, just by eating our quinoa. And he's not like the walking person that's always like, oh, it's sustainable, it's sustainable. He's telling everyone, even when we're doing booth at like Takashimaya, he's like, oh, you should eat quinoa because quinoa is great. It helps me lose my weight and it didn't gain back, and now I can eat fried chicken at night, things like that. So we do have quite a fair bit of firm believer in terms of that, and we believe that in order to do things well these days, it's important that we become very sustainable in the solution. And yeah, so you can go to our website superlife.co to find out more. So I'm Valerie, thank you, bye.
In view of the current COVID-19 situation, Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industry is currently converting all our daily networking events, our events and courses to the online platform. If you like to access to the online networking events itself and network with merchants, users itself, you like to attend to online courses, simply download the app called Chat Online Marketplace that is available in App Stores and Play Stores. Now, in view of this current situation, Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industries is also offering job opportunity. If you are looking for a job, simply WhatsApp to us at 9729-1151. We will conduct a virtual interview with you. For companies that is having job vacancy, we welcome you to contact us. Lastly, for merchant and retailer, Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industries is also offering free digital promotion activities to help promote your business. If you need help to promote your business digitally online, Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industries is offering it currently for free. Please contact us at 9729-1151, 9729-1151. Lastly, we hope that we will emerge stronger after this situation, and sincerely hope that all of you take care of yourself. God bless. Thank you. your very own websites at the comfort of your home, want to help your customers to create their websites and earn a revenue from it, now you can easily learn how to create your own websites at the comfort of your home through our online tutorial itself. Do click onto the link right now and get into actions and start to create your very own first website. Thank you. Want to learn how to conduct a Facebook campaign? We'll be teaching you on the 10 marketing objectives on the campaign itself. Not only that, you also get to learn about the remarketing strategies in terms of how you can actually remarket potential customers and how to attract new customers into your website. Now, during the class itself, we will be sharing with you on how to create mobile applications, instant and customizations. We will also be sharing with you on what to sell in the e-commerce stores, what not to sell in the e-commerce stores and marketplace. Not only that, you want to know about payment gateway, we'll be sharing with you on Stripe, Braintree, what are the payment gateway you should look out for and what are the potential pitfalls that you should look out for. Click onto the below links and get to learn more about it right now. We'll see you shortly. Thank you.
What we are building, it's called Porta. Previously we called it UAE Export, which was difficult to pronounce. Platform connected agri-entrepreneurs in food-producing countries with affluent buyers in developed markets. Basically, we help small guys in these markets around Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia. So we help them to launch brands, and we launch in the US market, the first market. So right now, as you know, the world is not really fair because you have these very, say, poor guys who earn less than $1 per day. And on the other hand, you have big corporations that control most of the food they eat. Food is not always healthy, right? The companies are big, they have access to capital, but they can not really much in research and development. So the discrepancy is really big. On the other hand, you have a huge market of agri-food, which is about 9 trillion. It's the oldest market of global trade, international trade. But it's changing right now. One of the biggest changers is Amazon, of course. If you look at their numbers in terms of categories here, sorry for font is very little, but the food and beverage takes 40%, the biggest growth, since they bought Whole Foods and they are moving forward because food is something we need every day, right? So we came with a mission to help small guys in emerging markets to launch international brands and to get them what they actually deserve. Not forgetting about consumers, because we want consumers to live long and healthier lives, and that's why we focus specifically on the products that appeal to the healthier trends needs in the US, which is the biggest still market for the consumers to start. The landscape of companies is pretty big. We want to be in the center, but our difference is we want to specialize on the small and medium enterprises because they really need help, right? And help them to launch internationally. So, as you see, we connect these food commodity markets, these high purchase markets. We focus on data analytics. We help with design creativity. We help with food certification. We do it already. We outsource processing. If you have mango or apple, you can find where you can do a private label locally. If you develop marketing, packaging, everything with the US, you have a team, but you do it also locally. And then you can launch it. 95% of the industry still operates in a traditional way. So people build factories, they think of companies' central strategy, building factories first and then trying to get on the shelf locally, traditional way. It takes many years, it's really painful, low margins, especially in the foods. So what we do, we focus what consumer needs in the biggest market. If you take an apple mango, might be the, for example, apple chips or apple puree, right? Some products that have much higher margin. If you take the lowest cost and build the product that the consumer in the best market can pay, the margin is really high. So we launch and we started in Amazon and then focus on building direct-to-consumer brands where actually we reach to the consumer directly who can pay the most. Actually, I should mention, it takes less than a year to launch a brand, so probably about 6-7 months. So, how to finance this? We came with just different forms of finance and launch of the brands, and most often producers that didn't have money to start. So to start a brand, minimum you need $15,000. That's having the product finished in a very nice package in the US with 2 pallets, right? It's still a lot of money for the producer in Thailand or Vietnam. So we said, okay, we might invite investor who would take 20% in the brand, and also we give entrepreneur in Thailand the opportunity to participate in the equity in each of the brands we build. Porta will still have control in the brands. Porta would still have control, and we do all the work from A to Z, building everything. We did it already, and we're looking to automate this process. So we have a very international team, although we are a startup, but there are many people that think same way, they share our mission. We have people from who worked for Walmart, who right now in Stanford, who worked in the Tetra Pak. We have some people from South Asia. Sakin is my partner here. We have a CTO who is German. And we have some more members. Right now we launched a few brands already. We have some other companies in pipeline from South Asia. We started as a consulting business, but we are going into launching the product and automating the process. So we are right now looking to raise some money. We are at the first stage right now, still building cases, launching products and brands internationally in the US. Right now we're raising 500K. Here in Singapore, we are building a holding company, which will be the center. The other companies we have already in the US, Ukraine, we'll have a company in Vietnam. Next, we are going to Vietnam trade show. We raised money from Singaporean investor before coming here. We already have Entrepreneur Plus, so which is big plus, and we've been also accepted to Antler, which is a accelerator program. So right now we're in the program in Antler, and we're looking to raise 500 from investors who can help also not only money, but somebody who worked in supply chain, agri-food processing, or e-commerce, international trade. Thank you very much.
We welcome all questions. Anyone got any questions?
Before questions, I'd like to add that hi, my name is Saken. I'm actually Taiwanese, grew up in Japan, still in the US. But the thing I wanted to add is that we're not only just looking for capital, we're also looking for strategic partnerships. We really want to work with people that can help us kind of expand our market in Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, who actually knows maybe these producers, agri-food producers, or maybe manufacturers. Those are the type of people we really want to help. So if anyone has those kind of resources or contacts, really appreciate that. Thank you.
In view of the current COVID-19 situation, Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industry is currently converting all our daily networking events, and courses to the online platform. If you'd like to access to the online networking events itself and network with merchants, users itself, you'd like to attend to online courses, simply download the app called Chat Online Marketplace that is available in App Stores and Play Stores. Now, in view of this current situation, Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industries is also offering job opportunity. If you're looking for a job, simply WhatsApp to us at 9729-1151. We will conduct a virtual interview with you. For companies that is having job vacancy, we welcome you to contact us. Lastly, for merchant and retailer, Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industries is also offering free digital promotion activities to help promote your business. If you need help to promote your business digitally online, Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industries is offering it currently for free. Please contact us at 9729-1151, 9729-1151. Lastly, we hope that we will emerge stronger after this situation, and sincerely hope that all of you take care of yourself. God bless. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michele Ferrario. I'm the co-founder and CEO of StashAway. Thank you to all the members of the Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Today we have the opportunity to give you an inside look of on StashAway and tell you what StashAway is and how it can help you as members as well as the employees of all the members organizations. So StashAway is a digital wealth management platform. We help people invest their money with a long-term outlook. We don't promise doubling your money in a week or a month. What we promise is that if you use a systematic investment scheme and you use StashAway as the platform to do so, when you will retire, when you are going to reach your main goals in life, you're going to be able to afford those goals. You're going to be able to retire on your own terms with the type of lifestyle you've been dreaming of. It's a platform that is available both on a mobile phone as well as on a desktop application. What you can see here is a screenshot of our mobile application. It takes around 15 minutes, 1-5, to open an account and start investing. And because there is no minimum or no maximum, it's very flexible. You can decide how much to invest, when to invest, how frequently to invest. Now, today I'll go through some of the main features that you may want to hear about as you look into StashAway. So first of all, we are licensed by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. We have a capital market services license for retail fund management. You can go actually to the MAS website, and this is a screenshot of what the MAS website will say about us. As part of the MAS regulation, we need to keep all of the money from our customers in a custodian structure, which in practice means that the money is not commingled with our own funds, it's completely separated. So anything that happens to StashAway doesn't affect the money that is being invested by our customers. In particular, we work with Saxo as our broker, and with Citi and HSBC as the two custodians that keep cash and securities. StashAway was founded by 3 people. One of them is me. I have a bit more than 15 years of experience, spent half of my career in and around financial services, working first at McKinsey, a global consulting company advising banks, and then at a certain point in my career switching and moving into building consumer internet companies. My latest role, I was the group CEO of a company called Zalora, an e-commerce company based here in Singapore. My 2 co-founders, Freddie and Nino, bring to the table very deep expertise in 2 different areas. So Freddie is our Chief Investment Officer. He spent close to 20 years investing billions and billions of dollars of money on behalf of institutional investors. His latest role, he was a managing director at Nomura, where he was the global head of derivative strategy at the Japanese bank. And before that, he was a portfolio manager. He's been he's a very respected figure in the industry, and we build technology to make sure that we bring the sophistication of institutional investors down to anybody with a